Before we get into the main area of this video, let me just describe the reasoning behind this video. This is the 2023 highpoint.com 400 at the Pocono Raceway. The last few weeks in the NASCAR fan base, especially when it comes to the Jeff Gluck Good Race Poll, there's been the phrase of high standards, higher standards, too high of standards when it comes to people talking about how the race was. Basically, some people are saying it wasn't that bad of a race. People just have too high of standards for races nowadays. So, here it is. 27 laps to go. Larson leads Hamlin and Truex. The pit strategy worked like this. Larson was the first to pit. He pitted with 40 to go and took on 2 tires. Then Truex pitted with 39 to go and took on 4 tires. Then Hamlin was the final one to pit with 36 laps to go, took on 2 tires. After pit stops, Truex left pits third, about 2 seconds back. Denny Hamlin left pits in second, half a second back of Kyle Larson. So, not only did Truex have the fastest car of the race, but he had the best left side tires. Denny Hamlin had the best right side tires of them. So really, Hamlin should pass Larson, then Truex should pass Hamlin. Before we get to that point, when that inevitably happens in this race, because it's going to happen, right? Let's go back and compare this race to the 2017 Overton's 400 at the Pocono Raceway. It's a fair comparison, and I'll show you why. So, 21 laps to go. Denny Hamlin is in front. He's going to cycle out to the lead. He's the highest of the pitters. Second place is Kevin Harvick. Third place is Truex. Fourth place is Kyle Busch. Those are going to be the 4 we're going to talk about. Because Harvick was the first to pit of those guys with 4 tires at 36 laps to go. Then Hamlin pitted with 35 laps to go, took on 4 tires. Then Truex pitted with 34 to go and took on 4 tires. But then Kyle Busch waited a little bit longer, pitted with 25 laps to go, and took on 4 tires. So Busch has 9 lap fresher tires than Truex, 10 lap fresher than Hamlin, 11 lap fresher than Kevin Harvick. Hamlin actually jumped Truex in the pits, and then Harvick passed Truex on the track to be what's going to be second place. Kyle Busch left pit road 6.5 seconds behind the leader with 25 laps to go. We're at 20 laps to go now, and Kyle Busch is about 2.5 seconds behind. So in 5 laps or so, he's gained about 4 seconds. And it's not over from there. Now, obviously, they're not the leaders yet. They're going to cycle out, though. Keselowski and Eric Jones are going to pit in the next few laps, which is going to leave Denny Hamlin in the lead, Kevin Harvick in second, Martin Truex Jr. in third, Kyle Busch in fourth. Now, all the talk in 2023 has been about how important track position is, how much tires don't really mean anything, and how it is hard to pass the leader, but that's a good thing apparently, and that it should be challenging to pass the leader. Yes, it should be challenging to pass the leader. Not impossible, but challenging. You should have to work to get by the leader. So now, as it cycles out, Hamlin, Harvick, Truex, Kyle Busch. 2 seconds separate all 4 of those guys. And we'll let it roll all the way through. Now, why am I using this race as a comparison to the 2023 highpoint.com 400? Well, for one, I think the strategy is honestly pretty similar. The pit stops come around the same point. The only difference is that everyone here is on 4 tires. Kyle Busch does have fresher tires than all 3 of them. However, they're all on 4 tires. It's not like some guys had to take 2. Right here, Kyle Busch is going to blow by Martin Truex Jr. for 3rd place. This is coming around to 18 laps to go in the race. So Kyle Busch passes Truex, moves in to 3rd place, now a second and a half back. So in 7 laps, he's gained 5 seconds on the race leaders. But back to why I'm comparing this race, right? It would be so easy for me to go and, dunk on a 2023 race by playing a really good race from the same racetrack with a very good race car, right? For starters, no one talks about the 2017 Overton's 400 at Pocono. There's a reason for that, because it wasn't that good of a race. In fact, when I rated all the races in 2017, when I went back and did that, it got in the 50s, okay? It was not that great of a race. It wasn't an amazing race. It wasn't anything I'd go back and re-watch, okay? Right here, coming around to 17 to go, Harvick gets alongside Denny Hamlin by getting close to his bumper, getting a run off turn 3. They drag race down the front straightaway, side by side, and now Kyle Busch is right there. There's 3 cars under a blanket for the race lead, just like we saw in the 2023 race, where it was Larson, Hamlin, Truex, nose to tail, all 3 of them. Harvick passes for the lead, Kyle Busch passes for second, Hamlin's back to third. But once again, I'm using a mediocre race, mediocre at best race, in an era of NASCAR that people do not like. An era of NASCAR that people wanted to get away from, right? The Monster Energy era, no one really liked. It wasn't really all that great. Low downforce Gen 6 era, no one really loved. Right here, look it. Pass for the lead. Coming back to 16 to go, Kyle Busch moves Harvick out of the groove, able to get close to his bumper to do that, and then brings Hamlin to second place with them. So, in about 10 laps, 9 to 10 laps, Kyle Busch went from 6.5 seconds back to pass 3 race cars, 3 good race cars, to get to the race lead. I say 3 good race cars because those 4 cars were some of the fastest all race long. And unknowingly to everyone watching this video right now, in the background, the 2023 race has been playing as well. And look at this. We come back to it. It is still Larson, Hamlin, Truex, 1, 2, 3. In the time it took Kyle Busch to do all that, not a single thing changed at the front in the 2023 race. And to show that in an even worse frame, here it is. Side by side, the 2023 race is playing at 4 times the speed. The 2017 race is playing at normal speed, 1 time speed. We start in 2023 with Truex on the bumper of Hamlin and Larson, and this is even like a lap or 2 after Truex has already caught them. In 2017, we start the moment Kyle Busch catches up to Truex within half a second of him. That's about when he was about half a second back of Truex. Already, something happened in 2017. The only thing that's happened in 2023 is some of the guys that haven't pitted yet are starting to pit. So, we've already had a pass in the top 3 in 2017. Nothing has happened in the 2023 race in the top 3. And it's not over from there. Once again, 2023 is playing at 4 times the speed of 2017. And 2017's already had a pass. 2023, once again, has had nothing in the top 3. Are the standards too high? Or are they not high enough? Right? We're watching a mediocre race from 2017 where there's passing on the racetrack for the lead, for second, for third. 2023, look at that. Truex got his fender alongside Hamlin, and that's the closest you'll see to a pass in the 2023. Right there, down the bottom right corner. Kevin Harvick has just passed Denny Hamlin for the lead in the 2017 race on a quarter of the speed of the 2023 race. Look at this. Still nothing's changed in 2023. Larson leads Hamlin and Truex. Larson on the worst tires. Truex on 4 tires with the best car. And look in the bottom right corner. Still a battle for the lead. Kyle Busch catching Kevin Harvick. In the top left, nothing happening. It's a train of cars. It's a DRS train at best. Bottom right corner, Kyle bumps Harvick. And now right here, he makes the pass. Go back to 1 time speed for both. Right there, we saw Kyle Busch pass 3 cars. He went from 4th to 3rd to 2nd to the lead. Harvick even passed Hamlin in that point. Hamlin passed Harvick back. In the 2023 race, no passes happened in the top 3 positions. It's still Larson, Hamlin, Truex. Caution comes out. We never get to see if someone would have passed Larson on the track, and I doubt it. So, after watching that, are the standards for current day NASCAR too high, or are they not high enough? How can you say that the 2023 Pocono race was a lot better than the 2017 one?